from darkness and ignorance to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality, and ever more shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om, peace, peace, peace. Okay, we are writing the chapter on detachment. On the verse number 10 on page 23, we started that. So what is the point? In the 10th verse he said that the instruction of the Guru to the competent disciple is itself the essence of all the scriptures. That means whatever instruction we get from the teacher, that is the essence of all the scriptures. So it is just, we read that verse, O dutiful one, the instructions which the Guru confers on the worthy student, who is endowed with dispassion, which is surely the true knowledge, is verily the sole meaning of the scriptures and the uninterrupted experience of knowledge. That we read. That means he's saying you are a student and you are very dedicated to your practice. That's why dutiful one. And then the instructions which the Guru confers on the worthy student, who is a right type of student, and when a teacher gives that right instruction, student who is endowed with dispassion, it is this all this spiritual knowledge becomes meaningful and it becomes fruitful to a person who has dispassion. A very fundamental condition. Those who have not that inner tendency gone, or those who are engrossed into this idea of world and worldliness, so that person, even the teacher gives any instruction, it is not useful. It will never be meaningful to anyone unless he has a dispassion. The criterion of a student should be dispassion, means which is dispassion for what? Not for God, but dispassion for all the objects of the universe, which is mundane and momentary and all temporary. So, which is surely the true knowledge. The worthy student to the worthy student, the dispassion, endowed with dispassion. And the instruction is surely the true knowledge. It is to be considered, the teacher gives the essence of the scriptures in the mantra, in the practice, whatever they give, that is exactly what is the essential. The whole scripture talks so much about spiritual life, but what is exactly needed for me, the teacher gives that in a concretized form. That's why he is the scriptural essence of all the scriptures are given in the mantra, given in the practice. So this is such a Vedantic book. They are emphasizing on very such things which are really, we have to think about. That in the instruction, in the mantra, the sole meaning of all the scriptures, what the scriptures intend to teach us, that has been given. And the uninterrupted experience of knowledge. It is given the experiences which has been felt by the earlier spiritual lineage. That is also given through that instructions of the Guru. So this is very important lesson and teaching, that a student should be very sincere only in dispassion. Dispassion means only the practice, that he wants the truth and not that which appears to be true. That is, the dispassion means rejection, have the power to reject what is apparent and the power to accept what is the truth. So that is the essential meaning of the instructions. And that is the essence of all the scriptures. All whole scripture of the universe, if you squeeze it, what will you get? Simply love for God and forgetfulness or feeling less value for the world and the worldliness which we live in that world all the time. So this Guru's instruction contains that. That's why the note says that only those instructions of the Guru become truthful which are given to the student who is dispassionate. Two qualities, dispassionate and yearning for liberation. If you say all these things, it is a meaningless thing. That's why people don't come here. Because these two things are criterion. Are you yearning for God? One condition. Second condition, I am tired with the world, what I have seen. I am dispassionate. I am not passionate for the world anymore. These two criterions, if it does not come here, it is not for. That's why mass philosophy, mass attraction is not possible. So the quality of a student is this, that one should be sincerely craving for the truth. And not only craving for the truth, have the courage and strength to detach. Dispassion means detachment, not killing oneself. The detachment for that thing which is not the absolute truth. We live in that. Yes, that's a part of life. I will have to survive, I will have to eat, I will have to sit, I will have to talk, I will have to have my everyday lively duties, responsibilities. Okay. But not attached to that. That is dispassion. One point. And why dispassion? I love God. I want to realize the truth. And I want to know the truth. So that type of student will be benefited by this lesson. Meaning one who has turned away from the worldly objects of enjoyment. Meaning the worldly object will be there. He will pass to that. Enjoyment means not with lust, not with greed. That's the enjoyment. Here's it's meant. Will you not enjoy good food? Yes, you will enjoy the good food. But not with that type of thing which binds us into the objects of the world. You experience that. Okay, it's good food, wonderful, good. But not to hang on to that. As a result of hanging on, you forget God. So that much is the point to understand here. Don't take it superficially that, oh, he's saying, don't eat, don't sleep, don't have a car, don't drive, don't do anything, because it is all enjoyment. No, not that. Enjoyment means the attachment, which we greedily, greed is not bad, but greed is bad because it binds me in some future expectation, and when it does not happen, my frustration. So, with God's grace and due to the practice of austerities and the like, the desire for liberation awakens in one's mind. It is not impossible. We're going through the experience of life and we are reading in the constant remembrance of God, or trying to remember God. It purifies the heart, and when it purifies the heart, naturally mind will rush towards the divine. If at any time one performs austerities with a pure heart, such as Puruscharana chanting, etc., sitting on the bank of Ganga for any other auspicious place, that virtue matures and generates the desire for liberation in the mind of true seeker. Why does it mean? That means you go to isolation. Say, in Indian countries they are saying, go to the holy Ganga, on the bank of the Ganga, and You do Puruscharana. Puruscharana, you know what is Puruscharana? Huh? What is Puruscharana?
An observance consisting of the repetition
Oh,
of the mantra.
Yeah.
As many number of times as one can. This is done with rigid resolutions regarding diet and the number of japa to be done every day, with additions in arithmetic and geometric progression, etc.
Do you do that? Puruscharana means how to take the mind gradually more and more towards God. How can you take it? You do every day, say 1000 japa. You think I will be absorbed a little bit more. So you think that every day I will add another 500 every day or 100 according to your capacity. Someone may say I will do 10,000. I will do another 2,000 every day more or 5,000 every day more. So you add every day. 10,000 you are doing, you add another 5,000, 15,000 for the second day. Third day it will be 15 plus 5. How much? 20. Fourth day it will be 20 plus 5, 25,000. That means that's called Puruscharana. You are giving up your other activities, other responsibilities. I will perform this number of chanting of the mantra and then I will do other things. It's a great resolve and resolution. So it is called Puruscharana. And you go on increasing up to the 15 days. People follow normally the moon, according to moon. Suppose the first day of the moon, you start with beginning. Second day, third day, fourth day, as if you're increasing, coming, the full moon is coming. 15 days. And now again 15 days, what happened? Full moon become little less, and come back to again the starting point. So in that way you start from a limited number, increase every day in equal sequence and reach a climax there and then it come down again. That means it gives you the strength. Not that I can do every day 10 plus 500 every day or 5,000 every day. So it will be 5,000 every day times 14, that will be 7,000. 5,000 for 14 days. 70,000. 5,000. So it will be 80,000. So you one day you can reach the point of, oh, I can do this much. And you are controlling the mind. No, I will not do anything. I will do this. This is the decision. I did this. 1 month I will do this. 5 go up like that and come down like that. Okay? This is called Puruscharana.
I have a question. So, isn't it more important to do your mantras with devotion and with focused attention rather than just like how many can
Both.
I do and fit them all in and blah, blah, blah.
Both. But at the same time, those who don't do anything, it is a disciplining the mind. Mind will try to escape. No, I don't feel like that. Okay, time is not there. No, you'll have to do it. So you are mastering your mind that way. May not be that you are fully connected with God. If that is the best thing. If you can do, then you feel the joy. Tremendous joy will come. Suppose if you do 108 or 200 or 500 or 700, you feel joy. If you do it to that level, what joy will come? And little absorption will come. By this mantra has the power, and that will repetition with that resolution is a tremendous gain. So that's how to control our mind. That's the Puruscharana system, and this is on austerity. Why it is austerity? You have to give up many of your responsibilities, duties, that you are doing for God. So that is a special training. Raja Maharaj used to suggest to do Puruscharana. For our, here in this center also, in early days, Swami Sarvadevananda used to ask the monks and nuns to do Purascharana. You can also do, if you have some 1 month, you have a little leisure time. You can think that I will see, let me see how much I can do. But calculate how much will be the highest number. You have to see, calculate every day, add. Can I do that? And then one time you do that, second time you'll be confident. Hey, I did this much, so I can do more. Not to tell anybody, but to yourself.
Are you supposed to sit and count them, or can you do them like do the mantras while you're doing the dishes or
No,
gardening?
this is for rigorously for that, sitting and doing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's why it's called austerity.
Yeah.
No, or nothing important. This is the only important thing. I will do it. And 1 month, do it in a year, one time. And they'll do 2 times, second year, another time you increase the number. Yeah. So this is to know, and confidence comes. And then you understand what benefit you can get by only repeating the name of Lord. Though that mind is not totally absorbed in God that you are doing, it will be best if we can do that way. Even if not that, there is a benefit of it, because it gives that confidence, it brings that sweetness, because we are repeating the holy name as we were discussing in the Bhakti Yoga the other day. The whole world has come out of Shabda, sound. And Om is the sound from which the whole universe has come out, and all the letters have come out. Each letter is an expression of Brahman. No? There was no, this universe was not there, only it was sound at the beginning. And the sound was with God. The word was with God. So word came from what? From God. So each word is a composition of the letters. And our mantras are some specific letters combined together. That's our mantra. That mantra has a tremendous potential power. As it is an expression of the infinite to the finite, it can help us to go to the finite to the infinite. So this is the practice starts. So like Gayatri Mantra and others for forbearance, and sitting on the bank of Ganges, why? Means in this isolated place. You decide where is isolated place, where will your mind will naturally be quiet and comfortable. For those who find even this hard to perform, this type of thing, of the scriptures have prescribed as much easier means. What is that? The desire for liberation arises suddenly in one, if with love and devotion he serves the holy men, with food, drink, and the like, or associates with those who are endowed with wisdom and renunciation. Huh? That's another easier way. You have a holy person, and if you get that, that's why you see how all of India runs after the sadhus. You see any sadhu comes, we all feel excited. Huh? Because of their renunciation, because of their God dedicated life. So with them, if we associate, then what happens? That type of mood generates in us. Our mind gets stimulated, seeing something what is outside. No, if you see a beautiful Himalayan view in a photograph, your mind runs into that beauty of the snow peaks and this and that. No? So if you see a violent picture of someone is killing brutally, see that what comes here and how you react. So everything has a connection in our emotions and mind. So when you go to the holy person, they remind us of God. If it's genuine sadhu, that's why we go to holy company, and holy company can lift us from all these austerities. I cannot do it myself. That's why in India you will find that there is a constant moving towards this tendency to practice this service to the holy men, sadhu seva, guru seva, sadhu seva they have said. So, but it is to be the right type of spiritual person who has uplifted themselves, and you go close to them, you get their benefit. And I was talking of the Swami who has come here today, Bhumananda Tirtha. He is from Kerala. And it says that that person is wonderful sadhu. And we forgot everything. For 2.5 hours we talked. And he was talking about Mandukya Upanishad and this and that and that. We are talking about this Vedanta principles, these what is preached here. Like that, it created an atmosphere where our mind goes. Suppose you talk about politics for 2 hours. Politics will only, what it has to give, it will give. On the contrary, when you talk about this spirituality and seeing a sadhu, your mind feels sadhu-like. So mind collects the type of vibration in which we keep ourselves. That's why our scripture very much objects to go to a place where you are not in a good company. Avoid bad companies. Unholy. Bad means unholy. What is bad? That you distracts you from God, which takes you away from God. So that is the unholy company. You may be anywhere you go, if you don't be careful, anywhere you go, if you don't find that it is not spiritually benefiting, it is not a good company. It is not for us. We should only judge that I am here if I gain that part. That is the holy company. And also scripture says that mantra, repetition of the mantra takes long time to purify. You go to tirtha, that purifies the mind. But holy company can give us instant lift. So that's why this verse is vidushang vitaraganam annapanadi sevaya sangatya pranayanapi mumuksha akasmiki bhavet. And with the association with them, this endowed with wisdom and renunciation, what happens? That suddenly one gets generated love. They can generate love for God. Or those who have, that will be enhanced, increased. Yeah.
Swami,
Yeah.
you mentioned the Swami Is he speaking here or is he?
No, just he visited us. He came from Kerala. He has a center in Kerala, and also he was a wandering monk and then created a center, and there are some monks and nuns, and a good number of followers are there. Followers means nowadays the internet is the best follower, so they have few millions of people who listen. Few millions listen to his Gita class, and he gives it different twist. He does not say Gita, religious, this, that. He explains in a modern way, and his total grounding is Upanishad. Nothing but Upanishad. It's totally, and his master in Sanskrit. When he was born in a Brahmin family there. Anyway, so that
Which tradition is he from?
it is called the Tirtha. Puri, Giri, Bharati, Nodi, Pon. It's 10 divisions of Shankara's monastic groups. We are Puri, it is called, they are Tirtha. In fact, there is no other spiritual practice equivalent to such a reverential service. That's the point. Reverential service. If you do service to anyone with grudge, with anger, they don't do that. It will be not very wise. If you have no respect and devotion, so it is not beneficial. So, reverential service, all other spiritual practices effortlessly arise from this alone. Look at that. Swami Shantananda Maharaj was a realized soul. Swami Sridharananda Swami was a young boy, wanted to serve the sadhu. And he served the sadhu and got the benefit. Because he has a great reverence to the words the Shantananda says. If young guy, Sridharananda, when he was a Salil is a young brahmachari, his other name, would have not listened to what he says and not have reverence to him and says that I know everything. What are you saying? Why are you doing it? I know it. Yeah, and I go on. Then you will not learn anything. That is not. It is meaningless, and that service is a slavery. Slaves do that. There is no love, there is no devotion, and there is no meaning in it. And to earn, why do you do that? It's another part. Why do you go to serve a holy man? To draw his love and attention. That I want spirituality. That's why you are going to a holy person. Otherwise, why will you go to holy person? You can serve anyone in the world. So philosophy should be behind that I am a spiritual seeker, I want spirituality. And ask spiritual question, enrich yourself spiritually, and then serve. If that service does not have these backgrounds, it is a meaningless wastage of time and energy. So, if one conducts the service perfectly, all the divine qualities, concentration, detachment, peace, egolessness, meditation like absorption, and this passion for the enjoyment of the worldly objects, etc., manifest spontaneously. Because you are keeping yourself in that type of environment where this is the other whom you are serving, he has developed in his life. That's the sadhu, no? What you call a monk. Monk does not mean a gerua cloth, but a monk who is dedicated to this idea, no? And he is really serious about that and he is trying to perform that in the life. And if that is the example before us, going to them, you must have to unconsciously imbibe. You don't need it. You go consciously or unconsciously to this type of our temple cooling system sometime. You like or don't like, it is cooling. You go on and you'll be shivering sometime. No? You say, oh no, there is cooling, I don't care for that. But yes, but it will affect your body, whether you know it or not. If it is a scorching sun, you stand there, it will have its effect. So where you keep your mind, where you keep yourself, that impacts that in our mind. So long we live in the mental level, mental vibration affects us. Then one can pull you down to the grave. Your mind is another level. If you have bad association, talking bad things day and night will pull your mind down. That's why even Bhakti Sutras say, Dussanga Sarvadaiva Tajya. Dussanga means bad association. What is bad? That is bad which makes you forget about God. That's bad. And that is sarvada, means all the time. It must be shunned. As we read it today, strongly. What is the language we read in that you should detach external dependence. Cut the dependence on external things. Cut means no connection with external dependence. Rather, connect with internal dependence or dependence on God. We always depend on external and we hold on, that is my strength, that is my life. Cut, a strong one. So similarly here, cut that bad association because that is detrimental. What you are generating in your spiritual life, it is like a ghost who can swallow and eat away everything. Your all spirituality will be swallowed. That's why even Ramakrishna said, in early days of spiritual life, you have to fence around. Fencing around means around where there is no inspirations for spiritual life. So that is we should be careful in our life so that whatever you are building up your spiritual life, let it not be lost by bad association nonsense talk, which we have done enough. No? How many lives we did? In this life also we did so much. What we gain? That's why one day someone is telling that day. I would say watching television and news channel and everything. I say, how many news channel you will go on watching? Go on. Oh no, I spend most of my time in watching the news. I say, okay, what do you gain after that? Suppose you know what is going on. Maybe 90% of that is garbage. But anyhow, you know, then what is your benefit? This is the point. That means you are polluting your mind with those garbage. Will you take all the garbage in the world? Have you the power? God can do that. If you have the power, take it. And what is your face? Your face becomes worldly. And if you keep all these hours listening to very powerful spiritual talks and things, your face will bloom like a flower. It's a very direct, unless you are working in the news media, that's a different thing. You are forced to do. But it is not that by choice you will go and be in that environment where day and night, world and worldliness and talk and talk. Yes, there are people, the whole world is doing that. There is no point. Who counts me if I join in them or not? But is it the people who are aware of their spiritual life, will they go for that or just save themselves? It is saving our own spirituality. So boundless is the result of serving the Guru, who is calm. You have to find a Guru like that. If you don't get it, don't do that. Then you will be stuck. It will be an earthly bondage. It will be like a, what you call, worldly tie. Anyone can be maybe slave. People are slave of so-called love. So you are also entangled in so-called love. So see, boundless is the result of serving the Guru, who is calm. You know, it is devotion of the person who is serving. We serve a stone. Think it is Lord Shiva. We purchase a $10 Ganesha and we serve it as Ganesha the Lord. And Ganesha appears there if I do with love. So why not? A spiritual person who is practicing spirituality and trying to lead a spiritual life, cannot they give anything to you? So what is the problem? Your receptivity, your angle of looking at. How do you look at that? Therefore, don't go to that Guru and don't serve him if you don't find that you are benefiting from them. Serving the Guru who is calm, self-controlled, expert in the scriptural text and steadfast in Brahman. Find a Guru like that. And then go to him and serve him. Don't go to fake Gurus and serve them. Then you will be in trouble. You will be like in bondage. Anyone is in bondage. Guru, 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 Guru. That's a very weak point, no? Human mind works in that a very tricky way. It is camouflaging, or it is misdirecting the spiritual ideal. If you don't find a Guru in whom you believe that there is holiness, there is purity, there is greatness, there is the scriptural knowledge, there is that some spiritual practice behind the life, don't go to that. Don't serve him. Don't destroy yourself. And if you have faith, go to a stone. Stone will talk to you. There is a story in our Mahabharata, Ekalabha. He wanted to learn archery from whom? Karna or what? Dronacharya, Guru. And Dronacharya denied. But he silently went in the isolated forest in corner, not knowing it. He prepared an image of Dronacharya who refused him. Physical man Dronacharya is living there. He denied. He made an image of Dronacharya. And thinking that that Guru is standing over there in the image. He is present there. He practiced archery and he became a greatest archer, the skillful person in that, acclaimed in that state. He believed that Dronacharya taught him. So it is the faith, it is the trust. If you have no trust, don't go to that Guru. Don't destroy yourself. And don't destroy your Guru also. We have responsibility to protect ourselves and also our Gurus. So boundless is the result of serving the Guru who is calm. In our order we have seen many sadhus, many examples who served Swami Brahmananda. See, Swami Nirvanananda, who is the Sujji Maharaj, who came here, who was the Raja Maharaj's disciple. He used to go with Raja Maharaj and only he was a cook. You can say cook of Raja Maharaj. And only serving and feeding Raja Maharaj. Raja Maharaj said, you will attain Brahma Jnana. And yes, this other day the Swami came. What is his name? Last? Vimokshananda. Yes. He told many stories about him because he was his Guru. Guru means you have a different eye of looking at that. You will, every gesture and posture, you will understand he is teaching you something else. And you have not that angle, everything will be detrimental in your spiritual life. And he got it. Brahmananda blessed him and he attained the state of Brahma Jnana by only cooking for Raja Maharaj. This example are there. Those who served Sarvadevananda, those who served Holy Mother, look at that. They are great people, they are the greatest example. So I have given the example of Shantananda Swami, I know of Virajananda Swami, we know of those who have served other great Swamis of our order with love, devotion, and with that angle. Don't bring them into your level. If you bring them to your level, you see a human being. You can criticize day and night. And you don't get anything in spiritual life. Why to do that? Rather be away from them. Rather you do your own spiritual practice and make your life mature. This service is not for them. So, self-control expert in scriptural text, steadfast in Brahman. It is one's duty to serve one's Guru with one's own hand, humbly thinking oneself inferior and the Guru to be superior and offering body, mind, wealth and prostration with all one's limbs. That means we call it sastanga. Sastanga means with whole body, mind, and sastanga pranam we call, lying flat totally, the whole body. By this, one's devotion to the ideal expounded by Guru becomes firm. See, it is very opposite to the Vedantic philosophy, no? I am all Brahman, you are Brahman, everyone. And you are talking about Guru and prostrate and serve and feed and eat and this and that. What nonsense. Is it not contradictory? No. In spiritual life, it is a special feature. It will come life. The spirituality is ignited from life to life. And we can get that benefit if we have the eye and reverence. If we have to learn, as I said, if you can get God realization by worshipping a stone, a picture. What is the picture? It is a photograph. Some color. In a white printing paper and some ink. And you are saying it is God, 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 and you get God. Had the vision. A cross pinned the image of Christ, stretched arm like that, with pain, all this nailing picture, and devotees, saints, Christian saints, praying and seeing, they saw the Christ vibrant. Is it not? So what? Is the wood become living or the heart of the student become alive, purified? So this is spirituality. This is a different area. It does not match with the worldly ideas of understanding things. It is how you approach. And if you have not that spiritual attitude, never go to your guru, so-called guru. Not necessary. You will do much spiritual progress to yourself. So, all the blemishes of one's heart will be quickly wiped away if one has firm faith and devotion for every action of Guru. One must consider one's Guru as Brahma. You see, it's too much talking about Guru, Guru, Guru. But you are understanding, we are reading the book of Yoga Vasishtha, where there is no position who is Guru, who is Sishya. But to climb to that level, you start here to purify. If you are purified, these are all redundant. It is all meaningless. One must consider one Guru as Brahma while observing the Rajasika behavior, as Vishnu when finds him nurturing one who has taken refuge in him, as Rudra when one sees him to be angry with someone, as the pure Ganges, when one finds him peaceful at rest, as Ganesha, who, when one finds him analyzing the scriptures, and as the bright sun, when one finds his removing one's doubts, confusions, and so forth. The Guru then completely removes his dear disciple's dark ignorance by instructing him with his own bright spiritual realization of the knowledge which destroys all doubts. So, you have to go to such a Guru. Mind it. Such a Guru. If you find, go there. If you don't find, don't go. And don't create your trouble and also trouble of the, it says, Ramakrishna said, no, the frog and the water snake. Cobra, Ramakrishna says, cobra bites, then what happens? In the 3 crocks, the frog dies. No? But if the water snake wants and bites, he wants to swallow. He has no capacity to swallow. The frog does not go in, does not go out. And it's caught. And then the snake is crying, oh, what a pain. And the frog is crying, oh my God, what shall I do? So don't fall into that type of frog and snake. Don't go to that Guru who is like that. Neither has this spirituality, neither has anything. Discard that Guru. But if you find anything, then follow these instructions to get your spiritual benefit. Not for Guru. It is not for your Guru's benefit. Guru's benefit. Guru will be saved also. One's mind becomes pure by serving the Guru's instructions arising from the immediate concrete realization being firmly established in the student's heart with very little effort. That means you have to, because of your Shraddha, mind it. This is because of your unflinching love and devotion for your ideal, for God and your teacher. It is your faith is making you great. If you have no faith, you will not get anything. You feel it's a stone. If someone thinks that we are idolaters, they come here, they don't get anything from here. But if anyone has the idea, no, Lord is worshipped here, they come and they get the spiritual vibration. So 2 people coming who have no faith, no trust, coming here, this is all idols. They are all, see how many images they have kept. But if he has the love and taste of spirituality in the personalized God or something, he will feel, my God, I feel such a vibration. Many people talk about that. It is not a new story. What makes the difference? The person who has the little purity in the heart, they can feel the vibration. And those who have heart is not there, they will not find anything. So this is the point, this is Ashraddha. Swami Vivekananda emphasized very much. Shraddha, Shraddha, Shraddha. Shraddha means faith, trust on yourself and your scriptures and your Guru. You have no faith in your Guru, why you go to Guru? It is meaningless, no? If you have no faith, you don't love, you don't respect, you don't honor what he says, why will you go to him? Who has forced you to go there and destroy your own peace and freedom? So, giving up the non-essential part of scriptures, the Guru bestows only that which is essential to the disciple. The ocean water is undrinkable. If one drinks it, it tastes salty, saline. But the same water, drawn up by sun's rays and showered from the clouds, become extremely sweet and pleasing to drink. Just so, the water of spiritual scriptural instructions, from which all of the non-essential portions have been removed, when coming from the Guru's mouth, like rain from the cloud, becomes extremely pleasing to the disciple. Practically speaking, it is impossible for a student to become genuine and competent to receive the knowledge of the truth without rendering service to the Guru in this or in other lives. So it is not possible. That's why he's saying it is a devotion. It is your devotion takes you and manifests this spirituality which you can extract. If you have the eyes, what is called, in the Bhagavata there is a story that Avadhuta, he has 24 gurus. We have one guru only, but he has 24 gurus. 24 gurus, bird is a guru. He taught it something. The creeks flowing into that taught him something. Looking at in the nature, whatever he saw, he learned out of that and gained wisdom, and they are their guru. With the Shraddha, how the material aspect of this world, like a bird's noise or a creek, water flowing and that makes the noise, that can inspire you in spiritual mood. How? Your own purity of the heart. And that how the purity will not come unless you have a devotion and faith in God and yourself and your teacher. So this is the point. Very important part of spiritual life which we sometimes forget, that it is we need to be Shraddhatsa. In the Gita, in the Bhagavad, you will find Shraddhavan, Gita says, Shraddhavan lavate jnanam tatparam ki Shraddhavan lavate jnanam tatparam sanjata indriyo. Shraddhavan, who have utmost Shraddha, means faith and love for the teacher, for the scripture and for himself, lavate jnanam, he attains to knowledge. And also Upanishad talks again and again of the Shraddha, respect and love for your ideal, for yourself, and faith in yourself. I will do it. That faith is necessary. And also, I will get benefit from anyone. What is the question of my Guru? I can make, that's why it is called Guru Upaguru's idea is there. Your main Guru may be who has given you the mantra. But that is enough. But we can take advantage of all other teachers who can teach us. But unless you have Shraddha, where will you learn? You will criticize everything for everyone unless you have been ready to receive what the message is there. So, following the instructions of the Guru in every possible way is the real service to the Guru. That's another point. Service to Guru means what? He has said, yes, with your body, mind, and this and that, you serve Guru. But that is not more important. In our Ramakrishna tradition, we say, don't go to your Guru and just try to rub his feet. If you have opportunity and if you like and the Guru permits, do that. That's a different thing. But that is not the only sign of your Guru Seva. Guru Seva is that Guru has instructed you the mantra, Guru has told you the instruction how to meditate, how to think, details what he has said. Follow step by step, step by step. No editing there. And that is Guru Seva. And by that you will realize God and Guru will be happy. Oh, see, the spiritual life is such, the teacher will be happier if they see their student is developed so much. No? It is said that the teachers, real teachers, find great joy to be defeated before the disciples' achievement. They will be happier that his student excels the spirituality of the teacher even. That is the real teacher. And to give peace to the teachers in our tradition is you do your meditation practice and follow that instruction and have this faith and trust and love and develop your divine quality more and more and more so that you see God in this very life. So, mere physical service to the Guru, you see, now he has said, do this, do this, do this. Prostrate, serve, feed, cook, all these things have been said. The conclusive remark is very important. It is not. That is not. Any cook can do that. Any servant can do that. Anyone who wants to possess you, they can do that. But that is not. It is, he says, rather the foremost service one can render to the Guru is to reflect with genuine devotion upon the supreme reality as he has or she has instructed. Follow what has been given, which is God's gift. If that is not being practiced, the spirituality. What spirituality? So this is, that's the next verse. I will quickly read and end. It is connected with this. The disciple's intellect, which is pure, penetrating, and expert in the subtle analysis, is surely the primary spiritual means or aid for attainment of knowledge. Your knowledge comes by your effort, your sincerity, your purity. Take the responsibility here. That's why he says, 11th verse, Upadesha Kramo Rama, Upadesha Kramo Rama, Vyavastha Matra Palanam, Vyavastha Matra Palanam, Gyapte tu Karanam Shuddham, Gyapte tu Karanam Shuddham, Shishya Prajna Eva Kevala, Shishya Prajna Eva Kevala. O Rama, the customary method of instruction given by the Guru to the disciple is merely to honor the tradition. That's why we go to the tradition. This is the Ramakrishna tradition. This is the tradition of that every tradition is a in Indian spiritual tradition is Srigo tradition, Sakto tradition, this tradition, and there is a realized soul at the helm of it, and that tradition starts from there. But this is a tradition that students should get a mantra guidance from a teacher. But it's very important. But the student's wisdom, sharp intellect for understanding the truth, and sharp intellect means not the crooked buddhi. Many people are sharp intellectually. They are so sharp they can distort everything and make a good argument about their action. That type of sharpness is not. That sharp intellect means it sees what is permanent, what is not permanent, and have the capacity to hold on to what is permanent. That's sharp intellect. Many people are very sharp in the world of achievement. They can make good money by exploiting others with a sharp brain. They can be a wonderful politician by sharp brain. They can destroy the country after country by sharp brain. We are not talking about that brain. Sharp brain is that which sharp sees the momentariness and permanent feature behind this play of the world. So that sharp brain, sharp mind, that is the student's wisdom, that is called wisdom, is the only unadulterated cause for the disciples' knowledge. That means we should have to develop that attitude and that mood to go to that our inner self, to have that discriminative faculty developed in us. And that's why you go to Guru. That's why you serve him. That's why you gave your Shraddha, faith. That's why, and if you don't get Shraddha and faith, don't destroy yourself by going to such a Guru. No one has given you a compulsive direction that you will have to go and see all the negativities of a person who you don't feel that he is fit and for your instruction. Don't go there, but feel free. When you feel spiritual enlightenment or spiritual boosting, go. That is your guru, that is your friend, and absorb as much as you can till you develop that eye of discernment, the eye of separation. Okay, we can end here and we'll read the next day when we again come into it. Shall we read like that or shall we go for... I cannot go, that's my failure. I might many try to read more pages. Book is good, but no progress. Oh, one verse even not finished. Anyhow, if you are happy with it, and I am also helpless, I get into it, and I get swallowed into it.
The book can be our guru.
My book can be our guru. Whatever inspires you to God, if you have Shraddha, you will find many inspiration all around you. If you have faith and trust in holiness, in purity, in love, and then God, whatever comes, we can learn many things from the environment. But if we are lacking that, you stand before a spiritual person, you will understand nothing of that. You will criticize him as a worthless guy. Ramakrishna. Who can be a better example than Ramakrishna? Ramakrishna standing before the people, and how the local people, always it's called, in English there is a Bengali also in English, the darkness belong under the lamp. Those early lamp, not this type of lamp. When a lamp, oil lamp previously, was just standing on a stand, and you lit that lamp, everything lit, but just below it is all darkness. So don't stay very close to the Guru, that is danger. You see you are in the darkness. Get out, and then you will be feeling the greatness of the teaching of the Guru or what Guru wants. So this is a very tricky thing. We really got into the trap of our Guru and Guru cult and this and that. But we should be very careful what we do with our Gurus and how you look upon your Guru. Do you think he's a man? He's a lustful man? He's a crazy man? Don't go. Why shall I go to a Guru for those things? I am enough in the world. It is open. You can get in 1,000 ways. If you want to see such an ugly guy, you go, whole world is full of that. Why will you go to a person saying, you are Guru, I want to serve you? Why that foolishness? Destroying your own time and the time of, and you are polluting the other person. If he is not capable, why are you polluting that person? Giving the false credit that you are great soul, I come to serve you. So, no, very intelligently this book, I like it because it analyzes both sides. And if it does not inspire you, it does not take you towards God. If anything is making you forget about God and making you more critical, more negative, what are you gaining? Why are you going to that person? There are more intelligent people in the world. Follow them. And or be yourself. So this is, unless we take care of this side, many times we get lost and our spiritual efforts get destroyed. You are growing in spirituality, and how to nurture that. We should go in, we come here. Why? You come here because to get the nurturing of that. If you feel that, it is a nonsense place and this Swami is a nonsense man, why do you come here? For what reason? So that is the point. One must have to feel that what I get it. If I don't get it, it is a very reasonable thing to discard it. And boldness. As God, you want God, not anything else. So it is non-God, discard it. No Guru Bad. Guru Bad means Guru cult. Yeah, okay.
Swami, that's easier said than done. Because they say that, when you go to the Amazonian forest, you cannot tell how tall a tree is when it is standing, or any forest actually. You really cannot tell. It's only when you fell the tree and it lies on the forest floor that you really know how tall it is. Similarly, honestly, how many of us would have recognized a Christ or a Buddha
We
or a
cannot.
Ramakrishna if we lived in their lifetime? There are very strong reasons why we would have rejected most of them.
No, even no, that's true, I understand. But my point is that if you don't find joy, will you come? If you don't get a benefit, no, don't come. You reject that. That rejection is better. Your good spiritual progress will happen. Unless you are keeping the mind in something which does not give any spiritual benefit or any benefit. But it is difficult. Unless you're pure mind, we cannot understand. Holy man, what the question of incarnation? For that, only purity of the heart. Purity of the heart can recognize, even in the minutest element in the world or person or any ordinary person, you can see divine there. It is the mind, it's the mind, it is mind. And see, Holy Mother, see everywhere divine, no? Everywhere Mother, everyone Thakur used to see. So there, whenever mind will be pure, it will show us. There is no other alternative. But how can we understand? Yes, true, we cannot understand. Incarnation, who can? Ramakrishna said, even those who live with him, they cannot understand. And that is another point, because they live in like our ordinary life, no? You don't see, those who see every day Ramakrishna, you see the crazy guy wakes up in the morning, clapping hands, and at the same time putting a show of, do I like this? I do like that. Is it correct? Is it wrong? What a farce he is doing. Because being very close, Hridayaram had this dangerous fall. Why? Hridayaram thought, yeah, what is Mama doing, my uncle? I am also same. Huh? He also does all these crazy things and this ask for a what you call pumpkin, asking for the devotees. That become a big problem for him. So, when you are close to a holy person, you cannot understand that unless you have the pure heart. Many of our examples are there in our order. Many sadhus make that mistake and they have to pay huge penalty in their life because they could not stay in the order. They left the order and repented and went back. Swami Madhavananda, one is to serve Madhavananda Swami. And they are perfectionists. You cannot do this way, that way, everything should be nice and keep in order and everything. Perfected mind works like that. And naturally he used to get little scolding right and left. And he was his disciple. He said, what? He said, what type of guru? Hey. He criticizes, he gets angry like us. Is it guru? And then everyone was shocked to hear that type of comment. And he could not stay. He left. He had to give up his spiritual life for that penalty. So better not to go close to them. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanam Astu.